After that 3-2 loss to Aston Villa, I think we all needed a distraction, so here it is. We are going to run through all the biggest West Ham stories from the last week. Erling Haaland literally admitted he watches West Ham on his days off, and we'll show you the clip too. Vladimir Coufal got treated to a hilarious Souček impression on the West Ham Way podcast. We've got massive club news about a possible £27 million cash boost from the women's team. Michail Antonio is training with Leicester. A deal for Promise is no longer looking promising, plus much more January transfer news. Let's get right into it. Let's start with that Haaland stuff.
Away from football, do you sit and watch football? So if you play Saturday, do you watch football all Sunday and a Monday night, or do you study it? Do you?
Yeah, I'm a football fan, so I watch all kinds of football. Actually, yesterday we were eating dinner, and I checked if there were any games. West Ham is playing. Let's put it on. My missus said, "I'm so sick of football."
Now, let's be honest. The last thing I'd expect Haaland to be doing is watching West Ham in his free time. Until about a few weeks ago, even me, as a West Ham fan, was bored brainless watching us play. So fair play to him. Moving on, this week we had something genuinely hilarious involving a Thomas Souček impression. This came on the West Ham Way podcast, where Vladimir Coufal was invited on as a guest. During the episode, the host Dave Walker claimed he could do an impression of Souček and then actually went for it live on the podcast.
You are very close friends with Thomas Souček, and we love Thomas Souček, so much so that I actually do an impression of Thomas Souček. And I wanted to show you this impression, and maybe you can rate it out of 10?
Yes.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, West Ham fans. Hello, Vlad. We miss you at West Ham, and I'm looking forward to seeing you. And when you come to my house, I will make you a schnitzel and some potato salad.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Really.
What are you giving that out of 10?
Okay, I give you 8.5 for this.
I'll take that. That's an official seal of approval.
Honestly, how bang on was that impression? Coufal absolutely loved it and gave it an 8.5 out of 10, but personally, I would have given that a full 10 out of 10. Anyways, we've started off the video all nice and jolly, but let's get into something a bit more serious and potentially significant for the club as a whole. In a nutshell, West Ham could be on the verge of a major financial development. Reports have emerged suggesting that West Ham are in advanced talks to sell 49% of the women's team to a United States-based investment group called Monarch Collective. Monarch Collective specialize in investing in women's sport and already have stakes in clubs across the United States. If this deal goes through, it would reportedly value the West Ham women's team at around £55 million. The key figure for West Ham fans is this: the club could receive a cash injection of roughly £27 million. Now, it is important to be clear, this is not money ring-fenced specifically for transfers. But in modern football, any injection of that size has a knock-on effect. It can help with budgets, planning, flexibility, and potentially how aggressive the club can be in the January window. West Ham would still retain majority control of the women's team, but it would mark a significant step in the growing investment trend within the Women's Super League. That context matters as we move into January transfer discussion. Let's start with the striker situation. West Ham were recently linked with Canadian forward Promise David, but according to reporting from TalkSport, that deal is now looking increasingly unlikely. The suggestion is that Promise David would prefer to continue playing Champions League football rather than make a Premier League move at this stage. As a result, attention has reportedly turned elsewhere. One of the names being heavily linked is Norwich City striker Josh Sargent. Reports suggest West Ham are stepping up interest and see him as a realistic January option. He has Premier League experience, he is proven in English football, and he fits the profile of someone who could come in and contribute immediately. At the same time, there is the ongoing situation around Niklas Füllkrug. His time at West Ham has not gone to plan, and there is a growing expectation that he could leave in January if the right opportunity arises. Put all of that together and it paints a clear picture. West Ham are actively looking to reshape their forward line in the new year. Before we move on, I just want to put something out there. This is a side project I have, and I'd be remiss if I never let you lot know about it. This clip will explain it all.
I was trying to find something to give my nephews and nieces this year and came across this, which I thought was so adorable. It's a completely customized letter from Santa. You just answer a few questions and voila, a fully personalized letter with lots of personal touches. It really gives that magical touch of Christmas, and the packaging is just so cute too.
So yeah guys, this is my own side business, so I can vouch for it myself. It's a great gift for any little ones, and it's genuinely affordable. But you lot can get it even cheaper, because I'm giving the Hammer Bites community 30% off. That discount will not be available anywhere else. It's only for you lot. Just use Hammer Bites at checkout. That means you can literally get a letter for less than a $5. Now back to the news, and next is a very serious story involving a former West Ham Academy player. Thierry Nevers came through the West Ham Academy and was once viewed as a promising winger. He went on to have spells at clubs including Newport County, Bradford City, and later moved abroad. This week, Nevers was sentenced to 3 years in prison after pleading guilty to conspiracy to supply Class A drugs. According to court reports, police evidence included phone records and online material that linked him directly to the offences. The sentence was handed down at Lincoln Crown Court. Very sad to hear actually, and is a shame things turned out that way for him. Moving on, Michail Antonio is currently training with Leicester City as he works towards a return to professional football. He's been without a club since leaving West Ham. Leicester have allowed him to train with the squad while they assess his fitness and condition. There is no confirmed deal at this stage, but simply seeing him back on the grass is a positive sign. Whatever happens next, most West Ham fans will wish him nothing but the best. There's some more transfer news which we'll quickly go through to keep you all completely updated. According to Team Talk, West Ham have been linked with 2 names recently, Clayton and Nadi. Clayton is a forward currently playing in Portugal, while Nadi is a young midfielder who has been catching the eye with his performances. At this stage, these links are being reported as interest and monitoring rather than anything advanced, but they are names the club are said to be aware of as part of wider scouting work. There has also been a report from the iPaper suggesting that West Ham have made contact over Thiago Gabriel. He is a young defender, and the report stresses this is very early stage contact rather than a formal move. It looks more like background work and information gathering rather than anything close to a deal. Claret and Hugh have also reported that West Ham have been scouting Samu Omarodion. Again, this one needs to be framed properly. This is not a bid or an approach, it is scouting. The club are keeping tabs on him as part of their wider striker search, nothing more than that at this point. And finally, let's end this section with one for the silly rumours file. Court Offside have thrown Jesse Lingard's name back into the mix. There is nothing solid behind this one at all. No talks, no approach, just a rumour doing the rounds. It is very much one to ignore completely, accept the fact that it's complete BS and move on from. So that's it. That is the full update, guys. If you found this update useful, make sure you subscribe to Hammer Bites for regular West Ham news. And do not forget, you can use the code HAMMERBITES for 30% off at the Santa Co. Trust me, you will not be disappointed.